Greetings, and welcome to finally another episode of Vaygrim's Chance Season 3. I am I'm anticipating the best, but preparing for the worst. Basically, the server looks to be doing pretty good, but we had to take drastic measures. This episode was supposed to have been recorded yesterday and gone out. I just got too busy with so many other things going on. I've got trying to track this server to make sure it's up for other people that are playing on it right now. Plus, I've actually got problems with a web shop that we're trying to put up. We thought we found a really good company, but it turns out they barely have any colors in plus sizes, like 3X, 4X, 5X. So it's making things hard. But anyway, with this, we had a problem that started up a couple of months ago with performance problems, really mysterious. It had to do with garbage collection issues. It's basically memory problems, memory leaks, and something was loading multiple chunks 2 and 3 times. So there were several chunks that were being tracked and loaded into memory and CPU several times more than they should have been. It should have been just one, but the problem and I've said this before, the problem basically ended up being an issue with the code made by Chicken Bones for microblocks, and that code has not been updated in quite a while. So I am at 11.3 million in tracking. So basically, we had a situation where performance started getting drastically over the course of 2 days. Just it went from great, rock solid, smooth as glass to horrible. And we took some drastic measures, brought some experts in, and we got a custom coded version of a code chicken lib file. Well, the problem resurfaced a couple of weeks ago, and it turns out that Chicken Bones mods go out and look for an update on one of his web servers to get the most recent versions. And it got an older broken version and replaced our new fixed version because it didn't realize the fixed version was a legit file. So basically the problem started coming back, and it turned out the mod itself, Chicken Bones Code Chicken Core, actually brought the old busted file back. So we swapped that out and then suddenly started seeing even worse problems bringing the actual fixed file back than we did initially. So it's like the fixed file suddenly wasn't making things better, it was making things worse. So we've had to revert to the broken file, but in order to counteract the problems that were being caused, I've had to turn off all chunk loading. So nobody's bases are being chunk loaded right now. No FTBU, this thing, claimed chunks. I have claimed chunks, but I have no loaded chunks that way. I turned off all Railcraft chunk loaders. I turned off, disabled and turned off all MFR chunk loaders. All chunk loading is basically turned off. The only chunks that are getting loaded are by me, a player. That's it. And by spawn. A 3x3 grid of chunks that have nothing in them right now at spawn. Because we didn't make the trade depot directly on spawn. We made it next to spawn. So there's actually nothing in that 3x3 chunk area. But that's fine. So basically, suddenly we've had a big upswing in performance. If you look, let's see. Yeah, TPS is 15 milliseconds, which is really low. The server is running smooth. It's like 30 to 40% when somebody's on it. If we have several players on it, it'll go up to maybe 50% CPU. That's it. We just are having to sacrifice quite a bit. So we are doing our best to extend the life of 1.7.10. I wanted to get up to episode 100. Now I don't even think I'm going to make it to 90. I'm going to be lucky if we can get to 85. I'm trying to get the 1.10 pack out, 1.10.2 out for season 4 as soon as possible for initial testing, for opinions. It's going to hit my testers, and then a week later, it'll probably go out to the public. A week or two later, it'll go out to the actual public, and the public can start poking at it and seeing what's going on. We have a lot of plans that we have been trying to get kicked into action, and a lot of testing for the pack. So that's what's going on. I just wanted to update you on things. I have not forgotten about the series. I'm not slacking off. It's not one of those, oh, I don't want to record. It's literally points of finding. I spend large stretches on this server just watching numbers, or not even logged in. I'm looking at the console to look at numbers and track performance and see what happens when somebody else logs into it. Everybody else that's on this server, Sapram, Shade Hunter, Samuel, let me think, Greylock, Sean to Become, all these people that play on the server A Dark Preacher and Furcraft, they've all been warned. Look, we are basically in the end of days now. We need to start thinking about what we're going to do. And the wrap up is basically started. Everybody is finishing up their projects. They're, you know, capping off things, and basically they're kind of in idle mode until we do the last episodes. And that's coming soon. One of the things I really wanted to do before last episode was do a demonic invasion. And I'm going to set it up in an RF Tools dimension. But right now I need to get this going so that it will get up to, yeah, there's a lot of blood coming into this now. I need to get this going so it will get up to a certain amount of blood. We need to have 15 million. And I updated, I don't know if you saw, all these used to be ordinary. That's what these came from, these blood rune blocks. Oh, I can put the wand of swapping away now. Yep, block of Rune of Sacrifice. I put more Runes of Sacrifice, a whole bunch more, 20 Runes of the Orb going around the outside edge now, because this row doesn't count yet. It's not a tier 6 altar, it's only a tier 5 altar. So this row doesn't count. I started putting Runes of Sacrifice down here, and I was like, I had extras after I did everything else. So I just started putting them on the outside edge. I also did the math wrong. But we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, and then the initial 4 back here for more capacity. I've got more Runes of Sacrifice, which means that even more blood is being brought in every single tick into the actual bowl. As you can see, it comes in big bursts, and it's very cool. So I've basically been standing here waiting for these witches from all 4 of these witch spawners to help me get this to see if I can actually get this to 15 million. I don't know if 24 runes of capacity are going to be enough. 4 runes of capacity only took this thing to an extra 0.8 million. It's 800,000. So something tells me that 20, it was 200,000 per. So it's going to take 5 to add 1 million. So that's going to be 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. So I think we're going to stop at 14.8 million, which means I'm going to actually have to make a couple of extra and shoehorn them in somewhere. I might replace, actually I might just do 4 and replace these up here. Or I could replace, I kind of want to keep the speed runes. The speed runes are good. I have 4 of those on the altar structure, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to figure it out. The basin itself has augmented capacity, and honestly, this thing generates so much blood so quickly, I don't really need that, so I could probably swap these out, and that would be 4. So that would boost us over the 15 million mark. So I suspect I am short. I'm going to have to make more of these. We'll see. Yeah, these things take 3 blood orbs right up the middle of varying kinds, and then some tier 4. Yeah, tier 4 slates. So, meh. Right now I'm preparing for basically, I want to do the demonic invasion. I'd like to kick that off and finally get a tier 6 altar before we wrap the server up. I'm hoping in the next few episodes we can make this happen. The next thing that we need, I'm reading this. Let's see. I need 15 million LP. I tell you what, let's go back real quick. That in theory is going to keep going, I think. Let's go back to the observatory. And it's a little weird because it actually has to load the chunks this time around. They're not chunk loaded here. Is it? Yep, still going up. That's the only thing that actually does any kind of chunk loading is the TARDIS. That's it. And it's only chunk loading with within its own dimension. So as you can see, the numbers are still going up on that blood altar on the LP network. So now we're going to Magic Tower. I really do like this viaduct system. There are no thermal expansion or thermal dynamics, thermal foundation stuff in 110. I'm going to miss those people pipes. Okay, so we need an awakened activation crystal. Got it. We need 15 million LP. And I'm going to need 128 ritual stones. Let's see. Let's get these and put them back. Oh, this isn't hooked up. Right. Hang on a sec. It is 1, 2. Let's get a pair of these. Let's go back. Okay. I need to hook this back up to the LP system. So I'm going to put that there. We're going to right click on this. Going to save, refresh. Then we actually have to go to the warehouse all the way down to the bottom of the list. Oop, and we get spit out. And oh yeah, I actually have to have, what have I been using? Black, purple, red, blue. Let's do, I need ender chest. I need 2 of these. And a couple of dye. Forgot about this part. Nope. Put that right there. I'm going to do black, yellow. There we go. Awesome. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to bust that. We're going to put that down. Put that back in there. Save, refresh. Now let's go back to the magic tower. I forgot about all these things that I disconnected from the LP system to try and see if I could improve performance or improve whatever. I reconnected that one down there. I forgot about this one up here. Oh gosh. Let's get this. We're going to put it right here. And put this, save, refresh. Now it should be, there we go. We can sort this, we can sort this. We don't need that. All of those things will go off to their appropriate places and generally live somewhere happy. Let's see. We need to look at, oh, actually I had them right there. Ritual stones. Nope. There we go. That's just obsidian and slates. I think I have. Actually, don't know if I have any of those slates here or not. No. Gone through all of my slate stock there. Let's do slates. I got 4. Okay. So I'm going to need 128 ritual stones, basically, which breaks down to 36 blank ones, 36 air, 8 water, 24 fire, 8 earth, yada, yada, yada. But 128 ritual stones total. If I have my ritual diviner thing here, then this will make the necessary color of stones for me. So I don't have to worry about that. I just need to have 128 of these total. Then comes the complicated part. We need crystal bell jars. Let's actually search for these crystal bell jar. And they're going to have to have specific requirements, specific ingredients. Now I need 8 of those things. Thankfully, I have some of this simple catalyst. I can put this here. Let's see. Oh, no, that's concentrated catalyst. Silly me. So if we do this and we do this, strengthened catalyst. Okay. So I'm probably going to have to make some more catalyst. It looks like I am. That's fine. Yeah. So right now I need redstone, 2 stacks of that. Sugar, I need 1 stack of that. Let's do glowstone, stack of that. And then thanks to the monster dome, gunpowder, stack of that. So we can get all of these. There we go. And that's going to make more simple catalyst for us. We're going to have to get the simple I think it is. There we go. We're going to have to get the simple catalyst and turn it into strengthened catalyst, which is bone meal and nether wart. So if we do bone meal, I actually have a lot of that. Give me a full stack. Netherwort, thanks to the farms. I have a ton of that. Give me a full stack. And we can actually get some of this stuff and start making some strengthened catalyst, I think. Yes, there we go. That is going to be wondrous. What the heck? There we go. Okay, I was like, what's going on? So I'm going to prepare some of the ingredients to make this, but basically I need to make 8 of these bell jars. And that's actually going to be the simple part. Once we get the bell jars, let's do this. I'm just going to do, okay. What slab type do we have? Crafted. Supplied. Both. I thought we had auto crafting. Okay. Jungle wood. Let's get a full stack of this in here. We're basically gonna do a whole bunch of this. Let's send that back. There's jungle wood. There we go. So I can now actually request X amount of this. And we're going to get this prepared. So I'm going to wait for this to process. I'm going to give it just a minute or so. I'll be right back. Okay, so get some of this stuff. These things, fractured bones, which are made by way of, I was speeding things up. I was cheating. It's not actually cheating. It works really well. If I do, is that working? Do I need to? Yeah, concentrated. Or do I need a bigger? Oh, I do need a bigger orb there. Hang on a sec. Let's put that there. So this should take over. So now if I hit this, you'll see, whee! I actually don't want to do that because it is draining blood out of my blood network faster, but it does work. Okay, so, oh, actually, no, I don't need to do that. Whatever. I'm going to leave it there. We have a little bit extra of the strengthened catalyst. I used all my base level catalyst. So let me go through this real quick. Okay. Okay. This stuff we've made before, but it's basically 2 redstone, 1 sugar, 1 glowstone, 1 gunpowder. So what I do is 2 stacks of, so that's basically 2 stacks of redstone, a stack of sugar, glowstone, and gunpowder. That's how I make I just make a big batch of 64 that way. Then you get that stuff. You do 2 of those, netherwort and bone meal, and it gets you 2 strengthened catalyst, right? Then you get a strengthened catalyst, gold nuggets, and some fractured bones. These are 4 bones and 1 gunpowder, which I did basically is 4 stacks of bones, 1 stack of gunpowder. I made 4 stacks of these things, which means now I have tons of those and I don't have to make another batch. So yeah, this makes concentrated catalyst now, which is very cool. We are making more and more of this, but basically had to shoo a cat away. We now have what we need to come over here. We put this here. We're going to do that. Going to do these across the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have 8 bell jars now. The rest of this I'm actually going to put up. Those will go somewhere. I actually don't need to keep those here right now. And then in each bell jar, we have to infuse it with a certain amount of stuff. The bell jars have to be placed on top of each of the dusk stone pillars, and each must contain 16,000 AR of one of the following reagents. So, Magicalis, Potentia, Incendium, Terra, Tenebrae, Sanctus Ether, and Aqua Salis. I'm going to worry about making those. In order to drain the reagents from the jars, 4 alchemical arrays need to be placed around the master stone. So, okay, I'm going to go through next episode, and I'm unfortunately not sure when this is going to happen, because next episode, the scheduling for this has been a little thrown off. But next episode, I will make the alchemical relays that need to be placed around the master stone, and we'll go through making enough of these reagents to actually fuel this whole thing. 2 reagents need to be linked to each other, and alchemical relays need to be linked to the master stone using an alchemical router. So we have to make 4 relays, 1 alchemical router, and the router is linked to the master stone. All the relays are linked to the router. It's going to be complicated, but I'm going to go over it. We're going to get it all done, and then in 2 or 3 episodes, which might end up being the last or second to last episode, it's probably going to be the second to last episode. Because we want to get as many people together for the last episode as possible. But I'm going to do this in the, soonish, next episode or 2, and we'll see if we can get this kicked off. In the meantime, I'm going to finish up making some of these reagents, and I will let you folks get back to what you need to do. Thank you very much for swinging by on this episode of Vaygrim's Chance. I'm hoping you're having a good Friday. I'm just hoping you're having a good day. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.